Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to Game 6 of the Major Series Lacrosse Championship Final Series. It is 3-2 for the Peterborough Lakers, and we are here for Game 6 at the Peterborough Memorial Center. I'm Stephen Stamp, pleased to be bringing you this stream on the MSL YouTube channel. Very excited for this game. The last two have been blowouts, one in each direction. Peterborough winning by 7 in Game 4, then Six Nations winning by 7 in Game 5. As Rich Kilgore, the old Chiefs coach, used to say, in any game between these series between these teams, there'll be a couple blowouts, one each way, and the rest will be battles. Expect a battle tonight. We are going to be starting up shortly. It's a few minutes to 7. It is a 7 o'clock start tonight. The crowd has flowed in the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and it is looking pretty full. We've got a good audience here. They are going to be fired up to hopefully for them cheer their Lakers on to a Mann Cup berth against the Langley Thunder, who have won the West. The Chiefs, on the other hand, will be looking to force a Game 7 back home, and their fans will be hoping they get to see them once more in the MSL Finals, and then whoever wins this series, of course, will play host to the Mann Cup. That's September 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th, the last three if necessary. We will be having some announcements before the game. We will have the national anthem, and then we'll be good to go for Game 6 of the MSL Finals right here on MSL YouTube. Thanks for being with us. We'll be talking to you soon.
Would the captains please come to center floor for tonight's ceremonial face-off? And please help me welcome to the floor for tonight's ceremonial ball drop, selected in the first round, 6 overall by the Peets, in the 2022 OHL Priority Selection, Jack Van Golson. And joined by Jack is Peets assistant coach Andrew Verner. Burns played for the Peets from 89 to 92 and was named associate coach in June of 2018. The Peets are proud to sponsor the Century 21 Lakers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise, remove your hats, and join our very own Sarah Collison with the singing of our national anthem.
All right, lacrosse friends, we are ready to roll. Game 6 of the MSL Finals. Vaughn Harris and Jay Thornbert, the dueling 28s. Harris wearing the Chiefs white with the teal and orange. Thornbert in the Lakers red with the blue with the red and white trim. Starting goaltenders tonight for Six Nations, Doug Jamieson, and for Peterborough, Doug Buchan. Six Nations has first possession, and Cody Jamieson will take it along the half boards. Hands it off to Austin Stotts. Randy Stotts is back in. Notice he's wearing the right knee brace. There's a rip and a goal. Lyle Thompson, just 23 seconds in, has the Chiefs up early. Beautiful little sidearm shot by Thompson off the pick from Randy Stotts. As mentioned, Stotts wearing the knee brace. He was not wearing a knee brace in warm-up. I was wondering if he was going to go without, but I guess just likes the freedom while he can have it. So we're right back at the face-off dot. Boy, that shot was in off the base of the post and up into the back of the net. Not a major cause for concern for the Lakers when you give up one goal, but they definitely want to avoid having allowing Six Nations to have the kind of run they did last game. You don't want to go back down to the ILA if you are the Lakers. Here's Lyle once again, fights through, hands it off to Fennell, who makes a nice catch. He had 5 goals in that Chiefs win last game. Austin Stotts gets the pass, somehow caught that. Sweeting all over him. Stotts gets the shot off, but he was in the crease. Sweeting gives him a bit of a pop while he's down there. Here comes Sweeting. Changes the lineup for Six Nations. Billy D. Smith is out. Charlie Scanlon is still suspended after his match penalty in Game 4 here in Peterborough. Here's Sean Evans trying to get by Dalton Sulliver. Sulliver recovers. Little slip pick from Hogarth over to Mark Matthews on the far side. Hogarth shot off the foot of Sulliver. Wouldn't have been an over and back, but they're running out of time. 4 on the shot clock. Katoni with the rip. Gets it straight back, shoots, saved by Jamieson. He actually put his right foot down on the floor and back into the net to stabilize himself. Big forecheck hit by Evans. And that's going to be an 8-second. Actually, it's an over and back. Looks like the call. I think it might have been 8 seconds. Either way, the Chiefs were running into some trouble with that forecheck pressure. The Lakers get it back. Here's Turner Evans. He shoots. That one's off the post. Matisse couldn't grab the ball, but he did protect it from Tyson Bell, and it rolls out to Sean Evans. He slips by Kellen LeClaire, gets a bit of a bump. LeClaire staying with him as Turner Evans off to take Katoni. His rip is blocked. Evans will be the first one there, but Bell's right on top of him. Penalty coming to Bell early on, and then jumps on top of Evans while he's on the ground, but that will be a slashing call. Refs trying to control things from the start here tonight. Excellent call. So the Lakers down 1-0, 2:07 into the first. Will go to the power play. I say Billy D. Smith is out. Charlie Scanlon is out. Kevin Owen Hill is out. And Brooker Muir, who has played a game or two in the series, is out. But Randy Stotts back in on the right side. Lyle Thompson, of course, is playing. And Shane Simpson is the other. Tyson Bell, who did miss a game here. And Shane Simpson, who's missed a game or two. That's a big addition for them. Capito and Liam LeClaire at the top of the penalty kill. Looks like Jerry Stotts and Ty Logan down low. Tony to Matthews, he misses. That's going to get up out of play, and it'll be Six Nations possession.
Tonight's game ball is brought to you by Shimon Family.
Thompson steps over center. Hands it off to Cody Jamieson. Durst and Sam LeClaire are out there. Pass to Thompson, 15 on the shot clock. Hope staying with him, and there's Ian Lord to help out. The shot is wide, and they're going to run out of time on the 30, but an effective possession for Six Nations. They'll head to the bench, get the defense out. They've already got 3 guys out there. Still Stotts and Logan, Liam LeClaire and Capito, the exact same lineup. Lakers stay strong left. Matthews at the top this time, though, with Katoni over on the shooter spot. Turner Evans down low. This is Resetarits with Hogarth on the crease. Resetarits rips. Oh, it got behind Jamieson to an extent. Now the ball is up and out of the crease. And Thomas Hogarth will just give it to Jamieson as it was his possession. Vaughn Harris hands it off to Austin Stotts. Ball is knocked loose. Schul jumps out on Stotts. That's Alex Pace.
At the PNC for this upcoming season.
Leclerc runs through a check, hands off to Austin Stotts. Chance on the far side, but Harris couldn't get it on. One-hand attempt by Fennell. Pretty good effort, and then he does not like the attention he's getting from Sweeting and Schul. Fights his way through. .22 seconds left on the penalty to Bell, so the Lakers have time. They are back in the lefty strong look. Bit of a change up. The only difference, Shane Simpson is at the top, and he was breaking out. Lakers get the ball back, though. And Resetarits shoots, and looked like he was getting through the legs, but Jamison drops down onto that shot, and that will do it for the Lakers power play. We're 4 minutes into the first period of Game 6 of the MSL Finals. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Major Series Lacrosse playoff action on the MSL YouTube page. Randy Stotts getting a pick from Lyle Thompson. Hands it back to Lyle. Durston is up top looking for a pass. Instead, the shot by Thompson. Buchan had to be sharp to come out to Durston. Here's Jamison. There's a stick down, two sticks down. Jamison lost his. Hope and Jamison were both without sticks. They, of course, were. There's a save by Buchan and a shot by Thompson. They were linked at the end of the last game here when there was a fight between it was Eric Schul and Austin Stotts. Got in a tilt, and Hope was over, and Jamison came from behind, cross-checked him in the back. There was some talk from Peterborough fans about how Jamison better be ready, but the Lakers, looks like they mostly came to play. Weren't too worried about that. I feel like Robert Hope had probably done some things to get him riled up already.
All right, if you're in section 13, row A, you have yourself a jet.
Six Nations back on the offense. Austin Stotts gets loose, gets a shot off, but Buchan makes that stop. Buchan has been very good. He did get pulled last game, but he's had some very strong games for the Lakers. You got to be playing well if they're putting you in ahead of Matt Vince and Mike Poulin, who's the third goalie tonight, just in his civilian clothes in the stands. Pass down low to Fennell, didn't quite connect from Stotts. They've got 10 on the shot clock, still time. Oh, and Jamison wide open somehow on the top of the crease, but he was stopped. Paul Dawson, nice job tying him off or blocking him off, boxing him out as Mitch Ogilvie picks up the loose ball and advances. Resetarits to Turner Evans. He's watched by Capito down low. Usually see Capito up at the top so he can use that lightning speed to break out. Brendan Bomber is 21. He's going out to pick up Evans now, playing a lot of defense here, as he has been wont to do. That shot got away. A bouncer 5-hole by Evans, but Jamison swallows it up, makes the short outlet pass to Bell, who rips one ahead. I think Randy Stotts thought it was to him, but it was a little zesty. It was actually to his brother Austin, who caught it and is now going one-on-one with Matt Gilray. Over to Randy Stotts, Lord on him. That one's off the post, off the foot of Buchan, but instead of bouncing back into the net, it bounced sideways and just stayed out. Six Nations getting some great chances beyond the one goal that Lyle Thompson scored 23 seconds in. Peterborough's had some chances, maybe not as many high-quality chances so far. There's a shot from Matthews. He's watched by Simpson. Gets it back on the rebound. Tony switches hands to make the pass out. This comes back to Resetarits. The feed through got nowhere near anybody. And it's scooped up by Frank Brown in the lineup today, as we mentioned. Here's Jamison. Nice feed to Simpson. That's a great save by Buchan. The ever dangerous and blazing fast Shane Simpson takes the pass from Jamison. Quick release. Buchan was equal to the task. He has had to be sharp to keep the lead from extending. So far, the Lakers withstanding the pressure of the Chiefs. Can they get it back? There's a big pick. The St. Capito sprawling. He's going to head up the floor, and he is gone if they can get the ball to him. Nice job by Bell to avoid the pass. A penalty coming to Peterborough. And they were hustling to get somebody out because Capito was way up the floor, and that is a dangerous situation. So it'll be an illegal substitution to the Lakers for sending someone a bit early. And you can just see that play as Capito was all alone at the top of the formation as Peterborough was taking his shot. When the rebound bounced out, you knew it was dangerous. Tyson Bell had to elude a couple of forechecks but still had time to get it ahead to him, and a Peterborough defender was already streaming down towards him. Bomberry on the power play now. They're saying he's been playing a lot of defense. He is on the PP now. Lyle Thompson ducks through, misses on the shot. Gilray tries to get it. He's checked. Fresh 30 there. Hope couldn't pick it up, but Tutton does come away with it. He'll rumble up over center. There's a chance, but that one's turned over. The pass out to Austin Stotts.
A bench minor for too many men on the floor. To be served by number by Oakley. Time of the penalty, 7:39.
Jamieson was looking for his spot. His shot got it, but was blocked by Ian Lord, who's rumbling down the floor. Pulls up with Lyle Thompson checking up on him. And Mark Matthews will take the pass. Thompson gets to the bench. Boy, Lyle Thompson is probably one of the best forwards in lacrosse at going back and playing defense. I mean, Kyle Matisse, obviously, because he plays defense a lot of the time. Kevin Crowley would be up among that group. But Lyle, one of the best when he has to go back and play defensive shift. Nice work by Hogarth to get the shot, but Jamieson had no trouble with it, and Ty Logan will break out with those distinctive orange shoes, I guess they'd be. Yellowy orange. There's Jamieson up top to Austin Stotts. Fennell is there. He's about to get the pass. There's Strong left. Penalty kill still out there. Sweeting and Hope low. Tutton and Pace high. A spin by Stotts. Did that. It looks like it did not touch the goal. I thought it might have grazed off Buchan, but it didn't. They go backdoor to Lyle Thompson. That one definitely hit Buchan. He had to be quick post to post, make the save, and a great battle by the Lakers to come up with it. And Chad Tutton races over center, hands it off, and that will do it for the penalty. With 10:15 to go in the first, it is still 1-0 Chiefs. There have been some chances. Both goalies, though, making the big stops. Evans shoots sidearm, scooped up by the stick of Jamieson. Just not a lot of room. 5-hole. Oh, what a pass by Brendan Bomberry. Stotts, though, runs into Paul Dawson, and then Mitch Ogilvy's there to check him as well. Thurston quickly to the far side to Bomberry. They do have Lyle Thompson, Vaughn Harris, Randy Stotts, and Sam Leclerc on the right side. This is Leclerc now. Over to Harris. So that's why Bomberry playing a lot of defense. That shot gets through, saved by Buchan, and Bomberry comes away with the loose ball. Of course, he played a couple of years of almost exclusively defense transition for the Georgia Swarm before last season moving up front to play forward. Fennell to Leclerc gets a rip-off. He looked like he had to double clutch a bit. Wanted to quick stick, but couldn't quite get it off right away. That may have given Buchan a little more time to adjust and be prepared. Matthews up top to Turner Evans. Reza Terrence thinking about sending back the shot, goes to Turner Evans instead. Nice pass, and he was unchecked and just bounces that one past Jamieson to tie it up 1-1 with exactly 9 minutes to play here in the first period. Actually also 1-1 in Game 2 of the Minto Cup, happening in Brampton right now, the Edmonton Miners and Whitby Warriors. So if you are trying to decide which game to watch, they are both good, tight defensive battles right now. So can't help you out. We're glad you're with us. If you are watching here, you probably have another tab open. And that's okay. Lots of great lacrosse going on right now. Cody Jamieson rips one high off the shoulder cap of Buchan and up out of play. Lyle Thompson will start with it behind the net. Robert Hope keeping a tight eye on him. Oh, Thompson puts that one about 4 inches away from the first goal that he scored, and it is 2-1 Chiefs. What a rip. Another sidearm laser from Lyle Thompson. So discussion when Thompson joined the club here in the MSL Finals was, How will it affect the team? How much will it help right away? First game was the game 4 that the Lakers won handily, and it actually looked like it may have disrupted the chemistry a little bit for the Chiefs offense, which can happen. I mean, there's a long history of players coming back after not playing a lot of regular season games, or none in this case, and then joining the club and everyone having to adjust a bit. And that may have been the case when Lyle Thompson joined them, but boy, he looked good last game, and he is looking very good tonight with both of Six Nations goals. 8:31 to go, so just 29 seconds since the Lakers goal, and the Chiefs respond immediately. And a false start on the faceoff by Jay Thornbert, so the Chiefs will get the ball again. Austin Stotts takes along the boards. Lyle Thompson cutting to the net. Sweeting staying with him, trying to make it physical on him. Big pick by Thompson away from the ball over on Schul. Jamison gets to Thompson. He has to go up high. There's a pick on his back. Oh, and a checker bounces off him, gets the shot, but is stopped by Buchan, and now we have a penalty coming to Bryce Sweeting, it looks like. We're going to have a water break for the goaltenders. We'll see what the call is. It's a slashing call to Sweeting. They were trying to, they're trying to make it physical on Thompson, trying to put him off his game. Obviously hasn't been working so far as he has 2 goals, so they're stepping things up a bit and maybe stepping it up just a touch too much. It is 2-1 with 8:08 to go here in the first period, and 2 minutes or less for Bryce Sweeting. Six Nations back to the power play. Tutton and Pace at the top of the penalty kill for Peterborough. Hope to Doug Buchan's left, and Ian Lord to Buchan's right down low. Strong left for the Chiefs with Stotts at the top. Gets it back from Lyle Thompson. He's going to go to the exact same spot. He has all 3 of the Chiefs' goals, and they have been in a tiny square down in, a rectangle. One was a little bit higher than the other 2. Down in that bottom right corner. And somebody's going to have to take that post away from him. Lyle Thompson just putting on a clinic. 7:57 to go now. Thornbert and Harris once again at the face-off dot. They both look up at Josh Hiltz, our crew chief. Ball eventually picked up by Pace after a bit of a scrum. Dawson will just run it through a pick for him on Liam Leclerc, and Tony takes possession for Peterborough, whips it down along the boards. Here is Matisse. Tate Katoni over to Sean Evans. Evans going down low, sidearm shovel pass. Matisse's shot was blocked and went off, I don't know, but it stayed inbounds off the glass, and Kellen Leclerc with the nice outlet pass to Austin Stotts.
Six Nations goal scored on the power play by number 4.
Sean Evans is up the floor. That one gets up out of, it doesn't get out of play. So now Evans will come off, and Mitch Ogilvie will race back in to the play. Shots right now, 18-11 in favor of Six Nations. I would say the scoring chances are about the same ratio. They definitely have had the better of the chances. There's another one, but a save by Doug Buchan as Randy Stotts stepped into some space and let one go. Short outlet pass to Ogilvie. Rezateris hands it to Evans and goes over to his side. Matthews lost it. Nice position by Holden Katoni. You see Dalton Sullivan, the Texas sensation, looking at it. He couldn't get there. Rezateris with the shot. Frank Brown comes away with it. He is hustling up the floor. Simpson with him. And Jamison coming off the bench. Shoots, save Buchan. It's going to bounce well out. Looks like Tutton's momentum will carry him there first. The 44s were battling, and Tutton beat Simpson to the ball.
Don't forget to get your Lakers merchandise.
Hope hands it off to Tate Katoni. Tony has played pretty well for the Lakers when he's been drawn in. With Corey Vitarelli out, he's going to get an opportunity. He gets a shot there, turned aside. Rezateris with the rebound, hands it out to Sean Evans. Thomas Hogarth is battling down by the crease. Bomberry and Jerry Stotts on him. He gets it anyway, makes the catch. One hand behind the back, scores! What a goal! Thomas Hogarth with the other hand basically being held, pinned to him by Jerry Stotts' tight defense, and Hogarth somehow makes the catch and the spin and gets the hand free and bounces it behind his back past Doug Jamieson. That is just spectacular. Wow, the vision or the sense of where he could go as Jamieson comes across with him, gets to his left, and Hogarth bounces it back off the inside of the right post. That is a goal of the year candidate from Thomas Hogarth. Chiefs will get the ball back on the restart as Thornburg once again had a face-off violation. Here's Austin Stotts. He misses far side. Lyle Thompson will track it down.
Goal scored by number 19.
Buchan had no trouble with that shot from Randy Stotts. Outlet pass to Matthews off the bench. He's hustling towards the net, shoots. Tried to catch John Jamieson off guard. Went off Jamieson up out of play, so it will be Lakers possession. Good opportunity. I think Matthews is trying to get that shot off quickly before the defenders could get to him. Lakers set back up, trailing by 1. Now they are trailing by 0 as Joe Resetarits finds a spot far side. Beautiful little shot. He's had some open space. Nothing fancy here. He just gets it and rips it. He did a lot of that as he was tied for the league NLL lead in goals scored last season with Lyle Thompson. So we have the 2 top NLL goal scorers of the season here playing tonight in Game 6. And we have a 3-3 tie with 5:10 to go. Interesting that Hogarth was setting a pick for Resetarits there, and Resetarits actually kind of pulled up short of the pick. You'd think he was going to go up around the top and try and shoot around the pick. Instead, he pulls up short, shoots between the picker and the defender, the other defender on him, creates himself a bit of a screen. Perfect placement, 3-3. Liam Leclerc up on Katoni, who passes it off. Here's Sean Evans, watched by Kellen Leclerc. That pass was tipped, picked up by Liam Leclerc. There's Capito all alone, nobody near him. It's him and Buchan. He scores! Buchan's been playing very well, but sometimes that standing with his heels on the goal line may give the shooters a little more space than he would ideally like. But Joey Capito is just, they call him lightning for a reason. He is so fast. You see how far ahead he got. He's able to slow down and go in with control and composure. And with 4:44 to go, and another face-off violation by Thornburg, Chiefs have the ball with their 4-3 lead.
Century 21 Laker goal scored by number
Thompson gets a
16.
pick from Sam Leclerc, and another pick shoots. Going for the same spot, but this one I think was tipped out front. May have gone off of Buchan anyway. Gilray working over Fennell, and what a great job by Gilray to be on the back of Fennell and be physical, but not be overly physical and cause a loose ball violation and a turnover. Matthews takes it in the corner. Lyle Thompson is out there on defense. He's watching Matthews up top. This is Resetarits. Pulls it down. Shoots far side top corner off the shoulder of Jamieson, but is grabbed on the rebound by Shane Simpson. Some pressure on him by Hogarth. Gets the ball thrown ahead, but Austin Stotts managed to catch it. Looked like Alex Pace was coming after him, but Stotts took the one step towards the ball he needed to make that catch. Von Harris, 2 Stotts on the near side. 3:33 to go in the first. And Ogilvie knocks the stick right out of Stotts' hand, grabs the ball under pressure from Jamieson, and then hits Alex Pace. Gets a nice ovation. That is a guy who is on the rise. Mitch Ogilvie, one of the really burgeoning young talents on defense with the Lakers and in the National Lacrosse League, where he's with the Rochester Nighthawks. Holden Katoni's shot never got through. Penalty coming. A holding call to Kellen Leclerc, and he does not protest. He just trots over to the penalty box. So with 3:10 to go, Peterborough Lakers will have an opportunity to get back into a tie game. The shots on goal right now 23-17 in favor of the Six Nations Chiefs. Expect that to change a bit, of course, with the Lakers on the man advantage here. Matthews at the top. Goes to Resetarits. Nice low shot, but stopped by Jamieson. They're in no rush to pick it up, but Jerry Stotts will now under some pressure from Hogarth, and Liam Leclerc with the pass ahead to Eric Fennell.
Kellen Leclerc. 2 minutes for holding the stick. That's Leclerc.
So it's officially a holding the stick call.
Time of penalty 16:50.
Thompson along the boards, watched by Lord and Hope.
These tickets are now on
You can see how alert they are to the dangerous, ever dangerous Lyle Thompson. Fennell spins into a double team as Hope has come across to help out Tutton. And now Hope's over on the far boards. Wrap check on Thompson. Ball's loose and is grabbed there by Gilray. Lakers will head back up into the power play with 1:08 left on their man advantage. Again, the winner of this series will face the Langley Thunder in the Man Cup, September 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th. At least the first 4 of those, and as many as 7 as necessary. Matthews will shovel pass over to Catoni, who misses. That one's going right into the bench. Nice one-hand grab there.
That game ball courtesy of Shimon Family Dental.
And with 1:54 to go in the period and 44 seconds left in the Peterborough advantage, the Chiefs will be able to kill most of it. And Cody Jamieson taking his time, steps over center and plenty of time to beat the 8 count. Lakers look fairly content to sit back. Not a lot of pressure. You see pace out on Jamieson. Six on the shot clock. Harris going to the net. Gets a shot off. There are 3 Chiefs already headed to the bench, though, so it was all Lakers looking for that rebound. They come ahead. They've got 8 on the penalty. I don't think they're going to shoot here with 3. Nope, they're going to wait. You can see Matisse takes a look over, sees Leclerc released. He races back into the play. Here's Evans. He wants that shot saved by the arm of Jamieson. Evans is the first one there. Leclerc on the top, on the back of him. Again, good, solid physical D on the back, but not too much. Oh, what a pass behind Catoni around the world. Catoni catches it, but was past where he could shoot. We're into the final 48 seconds. Lakers with 20 on the shot clock. They're trying to get it through to Resetarits. Couldn't connect. Tyson Bell has it. We'll see if they go for a 2-for-1. Stotts may just let this rip. Nope, he's going to pull it out. Lyle Thompson getting a lot of attention in the slot. Then Ian Lord goes out with him. Austin Stotts is stripped by Matt Gilray. 25 seconds. Will the Lakers take a timeout? They will. You get 2 per game. You can use 1 per period. So they are going to use this and not wonder if they'll need him later. So they will set up. Doug Buchan will go to the bench. And with 23.6 to go here in the first, Peterborough will have 6 attackers on the floor. Lefties will be Turner Evans, Mark Matthews, and I would think Holden Catoni. Yep, there's Catoni. The righties, Hogarth, Resetarits, and got to assume Sean Evans. Looks like that's him on the right. Just seeing which 6 are out there. For Six Nations, the guys in the discussion are Kellen Leclerc, Brendan Bomberry, Joey Capito, Liam Leclerc, and Ty Logan, who are going to go out for this final shift. A lot of young players taking some key roles for the Chiefs this season. The Leclerc brothers among them. Ty Logan still relatively young, establishing himself. Boy, did he have an amazing President's Cup 3 years ago. President's Cup starting today out in St. Albert, Alberta. Evans will start with the ball back in the Lakers zone. No rush for them. He's got lots of time to get forward because they're not going to go until about 7 or 8 seconds left in the period. It takes about 6 seconds to step across center, which is maybe unnervingly close to the 8 count, but he made it in plenty of time. Resetarits setting a pick. Evans feeds it up top, and the rip by Catoni, it misses. Capito could have a chance here. He's going to run out of time. He ripped it. He had to get the shot off right away. He kind of looks up and smiles. He did not have much time to make a decision on what he was going to do. Had to just let it go. Wouldn't have made it anyway. But through 20 minutes, the score is 4-3 for the Six Nations Chiefs. And I'm just going to refresh. Looks like the shots on goal are 26-26. Wow. So the Lakers really did get some at the end. We will go to break, and we'll be back with more MSL Game 6 Finals action here on Major Series Across YouTube. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. We will see you in 11 and a half minutes.
Your home with North Star Windows.
Through Ralph Curtis Home Improvements.
North Star windows come with a manufacturer's lifetime warranty.
All our windows are Energy Star rated and built to be reliable and durable. There's 8 different colors and many styles to choose from.
We got top-notch installers with years of experience. Not only are North Star windows and doors energy efficient, but they also add great value to the house. North Star windows and doors are available at Ralph Curtis Home Improvements.
Peterborough Appliances. Take a tour of the giant showroom, Peterborough Appliances, where you'll find lots of great brand names like Maytag, Jenner, and more. Come and bring your questions. Come in and explore. Find the best in a huge selection at Peterborough Appliances. My advice is the lowest prices. Peterborough Appliances. Yeah.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It's 4-3 for the Six Nations Chiefs here in Game 6 of the MSL Finals. Everyone is back on the floor. They're just closing the door through which the Lakers entered, as they were the last team coming out. And then Jay Thornbert and Vaughn Harris will face it off to get things rolling here in the second period. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks for being with us for Game 6 of the MSL Finals.
The second period is sponsored by 180 on Hunter. 180 is
If you're keeping track, if you don't want to hear the Minto Cup score, you're going to watch it later. Close your ears, plug your ears for a few seconds. I'm just going to let everyone know that the score right now is 3-2 in favor of the Whitby Warriors, trying to close out the Minto by sweeping the Edmonton Miners. That is going to be easier said than done because Edmonton is resilient and gritty and absolutely tough to beat. Nice save by Jamieson on the Evans shot. Turner Evans with a great loose ball as he shouldered off Kellen LeClaire. He was stick handling the ball up high though, and it popped out, and Tyson Bell adroitly avoids the back side of the crease to not get charged with a back in, and gets ahead to Sam LeClaire. LeClaire looked to Fennell, fake, now he'll go to him. Jamison's down in the corner with Pace watching him. LeClaire cuts through the middle. Fennell has lost his stick, and Sweeting is just kind of shoving him away from it. Here's Pace. He's got Matisse off the bench. Matisse has it, but Sulver races out, so Pace will get it back to Matisse. Pace is going to go to the bench and get the fifth attacker out. That's Holden Katoni, who is up at the top and taking the pass. Minute 20 already gone in this second period of Game 6. Lakers lead 3-2 in the series. If they win tonight, they advance to face the Langley Thunder in the Mann Cup. Katoni's shot was blocked out front. Grabbed momentarily by Resetarits, couldn't hang on to it. And Frank Brown will make the pass out to Austin Stotts. Lyle Thompson takes it from Jerry Stotts. That shot was blocked. The stick on stick, I guess it touched the Lakers. I thought it was just the stick on the stick that sent that one awry, but they're saying that it did go off of the Peterborough player's stick and up out of place. So fresh 30 and possession for the Chiefs, who lead 4-3. We're 2 minutes into the second. Austin Stotts. That's a big pick by Jordan Durst, who's complaining, but that seemed fairly clearly over the line. Peterborough back into the offensive zone. Sean Evans takes the pass from Gilray. And we'll find Resetarits off the bench, gets it back in the corner. Bell watching him, looking behind him. Kellen LeClaire with the switch. They try to feed it through to Hogarth, who has been the core of this Lakers offense. Take Katoni on the run, feeds it through to Evans. What a great pass. And the catch by Evans gets a shot off, but Jamieson was all over it. Thompson, watched by Sweeting. Big pick by Harris. The shot stopped by Buchan. Paul Dawson looked up the floor. He had Mitch Ogilvie, but opted not to make the pass. Might have been there. It was close. Better safe than sorry. Katoni on the run. Loses it. Goes straight to Resetarits, though. That one went up in the stick of Jerry Stotts. Ahead to Lyle Thompson. Off the post and back over center. Jerry Stotts heads up play to just swat it. But it goes to the Lakers as it was an over and back. And there's a chance for Katoni. That's off the post. It's picked up by Ian Lord, who will zip out high, hand it off to take Katoni, and then head to the bench. Joe Resetarits says, let's settle things down, get everybody out. Evans. Underneath, all alone scores! What a move! Just turnstiles Jerry Stotts. And Evans, as he's done so many times, gets to the net and trucks it into the top corner. 16:22 to go in the second. It is 4-4. What a goal by Evans. Vaughn Harris will track down the ball after it popped out of the faceoff. Von Harris doing a nice job in this series of kind of negating the advantage that Jay Thornburg was giving the Lakers on faceoffs earlier in the playoffs. There's a pass to Austin Stotts. That's a nice save, Doug Buchan. Austin Stotts so dangerous there, but Buchan is equal to it. Tutton has the ball stripped away with a good effort by Eric Fennell, and it rolls over to Kellen LeClaire. Fennell will get it back. He'll slow things down as there are a bunch of blue jerseys getting out, and Austin Stotts was covered. Lyle Thompson over to Austin Stotts, watched by Pace. Gets a screen from Fennell. Boy, Eric Fennell working hard out there. Stotts behind the net. The ball in one hand, or the stick in one hand. Hands it off to Randy Stotts, and Austin wants a break. Jamieson and Durston will both go out for him as they only had four forwards out. Hard rip by Durston off the shoulder. Penalty coming to the Lakers as Cody Jamieson was flattened. Robert Hope is sending Ogilvy up top. Pace and Sweeting. Thompson behind the back. Randy Stotts, 17 on the shot clock. They have lots of time with 6 attackers out there. Austin Stotts will track it down after the errant pass. Backdoor pass, foot save by Buchan, but the Chiefs get it back and they have a fresh 30. Randy Stotts backpedaling, drags, draws, dishes to Thompson. Austin Stotts rips, back out to Randy, backdoor attempt. There's Jamieson. Oh, great job by Buchan to recover his balance. He was stepping across and had to he kind of wobbled a bit, but gets it back. That shot goes off the boards and over and back, and the Chiefs will go to the man advantage. It's Sweeting. I'm guessing illegal cross check. Oh, I'm going to say high sticking. Either way, knock Jamieson down. 5:32 gone in the second. Shots on goal, 31-23 for Six Nations, but the score, 4-4. Chiefs on the power play. Gilray and Tutton high for the penalty killing Lakers. And then Hope and Ian Lord low. Chiefs go strong left with Jamieson at the top, Austin Stotts at the shooter spot, and Eric Fennell at the crease. Lyle Thompson, the righty shooter, and the righty crease is Randy Stotts.
Lakers penalty to number 94, Bryce Sweeting.
Oh, Jamieson, nice move to get past Gilray, but he is stopped by the foot of Buchan. 2-on-2 break. Gilray and Tutton. Gilray's going to try and get under Tyson Bell, who played it quite well, didn't overcommit, just kept him to the outside, and they'll have to slow it down. Resetarits takes it coming off the bench. They go to Mark Matthews. Pass down to Turner Evans, doesn't quite connect. And the shot clock will expire, and Brendan Bomberry will pick it up for the Chiefs. As mentioned, Hogarth has been so critical for the Lakers scoring. He has 25 goals in the 10 playoff games. Next on the team is Resetarits with 16, Holden Catoni with 12, Corey Vigarelli, who's out right now, with 10, Matthews with 10. So you can see 25, 9 more than anybody else. There's a shot by Austin Stotts, and absolutely nails that one right in a perfect spot to make it 5-4 with the power play goal. 13:26 to go here in the second period. And Austin Stotts is the Chiefs leader. He had 20 in 9 games coming in, 20 goals in 9 games, and 33 points to also lead in that category. Von Harris actually second on the club in goals in the playoffs with 14, Cody Jamieson with 12, Fennell with 9, including 5 last game. Harrison Thornburg again. This is an extended one. They've had some pretty quick face-offs, but this one's going to go for a while. As it pops out, it will be scooped by Ty Logan.
Six Nations goal scored on the power play.
Shane Simpson ducks around Kyle Matisse. Passes it past Mitch Ogilvy.
83, Randy Stotts, and number 4, Lyle Thompson.
Thompson's shot blocked. Grabbed there by Sweeting. He's looking up the floor, finds Evans off the bench. Tried to grab it with one hand because he wanted to get going to the net. He's going to have to just go and corral it. Jordan Durston on him. Pops it loose. Evans made the pass to Hogarth. Catoni down to Evans. Back door, but nice job by Jamieson to get it across, and Jerry Stotts got in the way. Evans' sidearm shot misses. It's grabbed by Tony. Behind the back to Evans. He'll shoot. No, he'll backdoor to Turner Evans. Stopped by Jamieson. Great chance. Nice ball movement by the Lakers, but Jamieson equal to the task. And the Chiefs go back into the offensive zone. 12:22 to go here in the second. Randy Stotts. Schul fights through the pick from Lyle Thompson. That's Jamieson down along the boards. Harris around the screen. Nice save, but it comes straight out to Stotts. Another great save. Doug Buchan has been sharp. Hope picks it up. He's looking up the floor. Schul gets to the bench. That releases Matisse. So they're going to slow things down. Now they get it to Matisse. 10 on the shot, or 10 into the shot clock. 20 left. Matthews, big pick, but goes under it. And the defender, Bomber, he kind of checked into him. Bell has it. Capito, all alone, has to spin. He's got it. Shoots. Saved by Buchan. Oh, Capito has one already. He does not strike twice, though. Here is Sean Evans. What a battle we figured. As I said at the open of the game, blowouts in the last two, each team winning a game by 7 goals. We do not expect more of that. We expect more of this. Here's Stotts taking it from Sam LeClaire after the Lakers hustled back on D. They do have Turner Evans caught on defense. We'll see if the Chiefs go after him. Nope. Stotts is just going to let it rip. It'll roll all the way out to Austin Stotts. Very close to center. He actually just stepped over center before he picked it up. Not sure if he was quite aware because there's no white line at center. It's just the seam in the turf. So it's not always obvious. Worked out well for him. Turner Evans is playing some pretty serious defense, taking some whacks at Lyle Thompson. Jordan Durson was kind of waiting for the ball to get to him. Pace made it loose. So here's Ogilvy, runs over center. And the Lakers, I think, wanted an illegal substitution call on the Chiefs. They had a bunch of white jerseys streaming off the bench, but they did have some guys racing to it. I could not tell if they were early. Lakers thought they were. Matisse. Matthews was well off the mark. He'll run and just kind of grabs Ty Logan, starts staying down. Logan just grabs onto the arm and stick. And there's a penalty coming to Brendan Bomberry. Sean Evans is separated from his helmet and his stick. One of his gloves is just about off. Bomberry doesn't like it. But he will go to the box for 2 or less. It's a high sticking call. Unfortunately, we're not able to have replays. We do thank Your TV for giving us the feed of their main follow camera. It's allowing us to stream these games and helping us get everything all set. And Matt Latour, nice work getting things going, getting the feed all set up. I know we had to adjust in game 1. Ran into some tech stuff we were not, that we were a little surprised by. We thought we were prepared, did some testing, a bunch of testing, didn't work. We had to go with the webcam, but Matt worked his butt off to get that happening, so thank you to him for that. And now we've had this great feed for the last game here and this game 6. There's Tutton checking up on Cody Jamieson. Jamieson just kind of sloughs him off and hands the ball off, and we'll go back up to the top. Still lots of time left on the penalty. 12 on the shot clock as Austin Stotts has it. Boy, Jay Thornburn is all over him, feeds him into hope, and he gets through. And Austin Stotts, a great job to fight through and get that shot off. And it was a dangerous one, but Buchan up to the task. Hogarth just leaves it there, and eventually it'll be Reza Terrence. Bit of a hidden ball trick, but Liam LeClaire is not fooled. He and Capito at the top of the PK. Ty Logan and Jerry Stotts at the bottom. Reza Terrence rips that one, hits someone out front. They've just got 5 to shoot. Matthews on his offside, goes to Hogarth. Katoni's going to go backdoor. Oh, he got it low and handcuffed Turner Evans. They had a whole bunch of net for him to shoot at, but the pass was right on his hip. That's a tough catch to make. I think Katoni would love to have that pass back. 20 left on the shot clock, 32 on the penalty. So Chiefs can kill all but 12. And then we'll see what the Lakers do if they have time, if they get the ball at that point. Oh, they're not going to get a chance. They're going to go to the face-off after the shorthanded goal on the run by Eric Fennell. The Lakers just gave him too much space, and he is too dangerous to allow to have that kind of room. Just bounces one past Doug Buchan. Thornburton Harris back to center, just beside the dot. They look for the best spot for facing off. It was a violation again by Thornburton. He's trying to figure out what he's doing. Von Harris will get it. It's 6-4 Chiefs. 8:15 to go here in the second period. The consensus among Lakers fans seems to be that they need to close this out tonight. They do not want to go to a Game 7 down at the ILA with the Chiefs with all kinds of momentum from 2 straight wins. And it's funny, after Game 4 with the Lakers with the big win, it felt like for a lot of people that this was virtually over. There's a nice save by Buchan from the shot from the stick of Von Harris. I just don't know. I never felt that. The Chiefs are so dangerous. To me, anytime you've got Cody Jamieson, you have a chance. Doug Jamieson in net, and of course, if you have to go to your backup, you have Warren Hill, who's a starter for just about anybody. Here's Tony Guido driving to the net. Sorry, Tate driving to the net, up to Holden, who takes the shot. Guido is watching. Probably here, but if you're watching at home, hey Guido, thanks for being with us. Here's Randy Stotts. Guido is the Katoni pair, if you were wondering. Father of Holden and Tate. Fennell, who scored the last goal, he's going to run across and try the same shot. Buchan was already down on his knees. And Eric Schul is complaining to the refs. Things pretty physical, but intense, physical, but not the chippiness and off-ball, as much off-ball and behind-the-play stuff we've seen the last couple of games. I like it. Nice, physical brand of lacrosse, but they're playing. It's good. That's a big pick. Tony gets away with it, and he is bumped hard by Liam Leclerc. I don't think the Chiefs liked that one because that was very similar to the illegal pick Bomberoos called on a little while ago. Sulver will pull it down, looked at Harris, says, no, we're just going to slow it down. He'll hand it off to Durston, who goes immediately down into the corner. 6:23 to go in the second. It's 6-4 Chiefs. Stotts' shot is blocked. Gets away from Lord. Grabbed there by Durston. 8 on the shot clock. It was never possessed by the Lakers, so no reset. And that is going to be loose and picked up by Gilray. He's got Tutton with him. Evans trailing, leaves it for Evans, sets a pick. Evans is absolutely flattened by Kellen Leclerc, who is back to his physical game. We talked about the intensity of this series, and that is a good example. It's a clean hit, just a hard, solid body check. Mitch Ogilvie, they're going to say a loose ball push because he got on the back of Randy Stotts, and the ball had popped out. I'm not sure Ogilvie knew the ball was loose. If Stotts has the ball, you probably don't get a call there. But when it's loose, that is the right call. Lyle Thompson. Austin Stotts' rip stopped by Buchan, and a great play by Pace to shovel it ahead, and Paul Dawson's just going to slow it down. Nice job tonight by Josh Hiltz, Brent Colombe, and Ryan Wilson, the officials. Just calling what they need to call, letting the players play, letting it be a physical, aggressive game, but calling the plays they need to. I like it. Good work. And there is a rip by Reza Terrence, similar to his previous goal from a similar spot around the shooting area, and just lets it fly, and he is deadly. So we mentioned the 2 leading scorers from the NLL season tied were Lyle Thompson and Joe Rezateris. Well, they are both on the board here tonight. Lyle Thompson with the first 3 goals for Six Nations, and Rezateris now has a pair for the Lakers to make it 6-5. Six Nations leading with 5 minutes to go exactly here in the second period. And the faceoff comes to a standstill. I've never seen 2 players so still with no movement at the faceoff for that long. It was like a tableau. Holden Katoni has it after the Lakers eventually came away with it. Shots now 41-28 in favor of the Chiefs, but they lead by just 1 goal. The Lakers with the ball, and Rezateras has it as they will try to even things up. Liam LeClaire on him. Here's Katoni, watched by Brendan Bomberry. Matisse gets it going around behind the net. Can't quite connect with Katoni. He's going to be pushed over. He was going to run out of time in the 30 anyway. He's able to fling it up with one hand into the far corner. That's a good job to force the Chiefs, Tyson Bell, to go back and get it and slow them down a bit and let the Lakers get set up on D.
14:56.
Stotts trying to back his way in, Sweeting on him, fighting through the pick from Lyle Thompson. Boy, they were playing physical on Thompson, Sweeting in particular. Sweeting tried to get in the way to block that as he was spinning and checking and hitting, and eventually was off the shoulder of Buchan, and here's Ogilvy, gets to Sean Evans. Boy, Frank Brown is breaking down, using his football background, I think, to get that breakdown position and not let Evans get underneath him. We saw earlier what Evans can do if he gets underneath when he beat Jerry Stotts. Here is Evans, the pick from Hogarth, spins, there he's underneath, the save! Oh, what a grab by the stick, in the stick of Doug Jamieson. Evan, oh, but it's picked off Hogarth, no chance for him there. What a pick off by Thomas Hogarth, and he buries it to tie things up at 6 with 3:22 to go in the second period. What a play, Thomas Hogarth with the forecheck pressure, the clean pickoff, and then his second goal of the game. He's so deadly on top of the trees. Great vision, great hands, great feet to stay out of the trees. Perfect footwork. Ooh. The left toe stepped on the crease line, but I think it was after the ball was in. It was close. It's a good goal. And it is 6-6. Penalty coming for the Lakers, so Jamieson heads to the bench for the extra attacker. Chiefs have 6 out now. 12 on the shot clock. Thompson gets it back from Stotts, gives it back to him. They try to pass it through, didn't connect. That's going to get up out of play, and play will be blown down. It will be a slashing call. Robert Hope having a chat with Ryan Wilson. Disagree with that call and maybe watch them a little more closely. Tutton will go to the box for 2 or less. The Chiefs with a chance to regain the lead that they have enjoyed for most of this game. 2:53 to play in the second. What a battle. We figured it was going to be a good matchup tonight. This is a great lacrosse game. I'm going to update you on the Minto Cup Game 2 score. So again, if you don't want to hear it, plug your ears. It is, right now, 5-2 in favor of the Whippy Warriors over the Edmonton Miners. And they have 8 minutes to go in the second period. So they're a little behind us in terms of their schedule. Again, the winner of this series goes on to play the Langley Thunder. They're absolutely loaded. Backdoor pass tipped away. Nice job by Hope. And then Gilroy hustling after it, but Jamieson wins that race, gets it up to Thompson. Dawson and Gilroy are the high men. Lord and Hope down low for the Lakers. That was Stotts shooting. Is their strong left? Jamieson gets the reset, and Finnella's there for the outlet. Jamieson kind of throws that back, trying to draw a call. Throws it back again with nobody even near him. He was just stretching that time. Thompson's up at the shooter spot, and Stotts down low again for Six Nations. Jamieson is right in the middle. Set to pick. That's a shot that goes off the shaft of the stick of Buchan. That'll be a fresh 30 for the Chiefs as Lyle Thompson tracks it down. 2 minutes to go in the second period. They're trying to get right out on Austin Stotts. Matt Gilroy really watching him carefully. Oh, and that's going to leave a bit of room for Lyle Thompson, who has 4, all in the exact same spot in the net. What a rip by Lyle Thompson. Again, the sidearm, those are even a bit lower, down around knee level. And again, just finds that spot over in the far bottom corner. Up to the top. So that was actually almost ankle level. That one a little bit higher, but pinged in off the edge of the post. Lyle Thompson is unbelievable. Here's Fennell trying to extend the lead. It's 7-6 Chiefs. It was almost 8-6, but a hand saved there by Buchan. Tutton fights through, gets it off to Thornbert. They got to make the 8-second count. They do. Evans down to Matisse. It's 7-6 Chiefs. 1:33 to go in the first. Hogarth went up high, took the hit from Logan and held on to that pass. Evans coming across the top. Logan out on him. Couple of big whacks. Gets by. Shovel pass. Katoni shoots, save by the hand of Jamison. Evans will pick it up for a fresh 30 with 1:19 left in the second. Matisse to Matthews on the near side. Gets a pick from Katoni. Goes way over to the far side and shoots. Saved by Jamison. It couldn't be Brown Bummer. Almost had it. Now Logan gets it. They hit Capito. He thought about it, but shorthanded. Oh, no, they're not shorthanded. What am I thinking? 51 seconds to go. Here's Stotts. The Lakers really paying attention to Lyle Thompson, but they still get it through to him. A great pass from Austin Stotts. Nice catch and release by Thompson, but Buchan equal to the task. And the Lakers have possession. 21 on the shot clock, but a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock, so they can't really pull the goalie. No point, they're not going to use their second timeout here, I wouldn't think. Well, no, they're obviously not. Evans with the shot save, but the rebound. Hogarth is flattened, he couldn't quite pick it up. Okay, play has been blown down. I think it's going to be Lakers possession. And now Buchan will race to the bench with 8 seconds to go. They'll get 6 attackers out. The Chiefs are livid. I think they may have actually been trying to call a timeout. I'm not sure. Evans in the middle of Turner Evans. Saved by Jamison. And time will run out on the second period. We were so close to having a tie game. It's still a very close game. Chiefs 7, Lakers 6. And we will take a 12-minute break before the intermission and be back with the third period of an electric Game 6 here in the MSL Finals on the Major Series Lacrosse YouTube channel. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks, Lacrosse friends, for being with us. We'll see you in a few.
service, lower prices, Peterborough Appliances. Take a tour of the giant showroom, Peterborough Appliances, where you'll find lots of great brand names like Maytag, Jenner, and more. Come and bring your questions, come in and explore. Find the best in a huge selection at Peterborough Appliances. My advice is the lowest prices, Peterborough Appliances.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It's time for period 3. Who will be the heroes in this critical MSL playoff action? Game 6. Lakers lead 3-2 in the series. Chiefs lead 7-6 in this game and have outshot the Lakers 48-34 so far. It's a tight one though. Evans with it. Bell checking him. Resetarits with the pick. Matthews, nice spin underneath. The shot just misses. Hogarth thought he had it, but it's actually Liam Leclerc with the ball as we get going here in period number 3. I'm Steven Stamp, and you are watching MSL Game 6 Finals action on the MSL YouTube network. Jamison over to Lyle Thompson, who has 4 goals and an assist to lead the Chiefs. Randy Stotts to Austin Stotts. He misses. Oh, almost grabbed by Lyle. It was just over the crease, though. Austin Stotts with a goal and 3 helpers. 3 different Chiefs have 1 goal to supplement Thompson's 4, including Joey Capito in transition. For the Lakers, Thomas Hogarth and Joe Resetarits with a pair each. That rip from the outside by Tate Katoni was partially blocked. What a tap home! It was Holden Katoni taking a beautiful pass from Resetarits, who now has 2 goals and 2 assists. Katoni also has a couple assists, but that's his first goal, and it is a beauty. Some great vision, great touch pass by Resetarits, and what a finish by Katoni on the run to tie things up at 7, 64 seconds into the 3rd period. We're all even. Another violation, this one on Harris, and the Lakers will get possession. Lakers just getting in their offensive set. There's the pass through to Hogarth. Didn't quite connect, and that is going to penalty to Brendan Bomberry. Once the Chiefs get the ball, he'll pick it up, and play will eventually. Liam Clare picks it up. It's going to be an illegal cross-check call as Hogarth took one up high. So it'll be a power play for the Lakers after they score the first goal of the 3rd to tie it up. They will go to the man advantage. The Chiefs will send Capito and Liam Leclerc to the high spots on the penalty kill. Jerry Stotts and Ty Logan down low. Evans at the top as the Lakers go strong right with Resetarits, and then Hogarth, of course, down at the crease. Matthews at the shooter spot. Tony's the other lefty. He's down low. Resetarits finds Evans. He's going to shoot, saved by Buckins, who tried to go 5-hole. There's not much 5-hole there when in the summer when the goalies have the big wooden sticks. Gives you an idea how good the goaltending in this series is. The backups manning doors in this game are Warren Hill for the Chiefs and Matt Vince for the Lakers. One of the best young goaltenders in the game and one of the best, if not the best, of all time on the other side. Thompson shoots but goes to the opposite side he's been going to, and Buchan stops it. Lord picks it up after Tutton won a battle with Thompson going after that loose ball, and then has a word for him on the way off. What a move by Josh Hiltz as he did a leaping pirouette to spin around Joey Resetarits, who just stopped for a moment. That is an athletic maneuver, very impressive by the ref. Sean Evans back to Turner. They tried to go back door to Resetarits. He missed it, and Ty Logan zips around him to get that loose ball. Up ahead to Leclerc. 40 left on the power play, 20 on the shot clock. So the Chiefs can only kill a certain amount of this. The Lakers could have time to go down and set up and get a shot. Fennell feeds it through. What a pass. But Stotts was stoned by Doug Buchan. And 18 on the shot clock, or on the penalty. The Lakers should have time to set up. You can see they're going pretty quick. Hogarth takes a peek up at the clock as Katoni. No, they're going to wait. Just didn't feel they had the time, so Bomberry comes out. Backdoor pass, the shot, and the goal! Resetarits with the hat trick. He has been on fire. What a shot by Reza Terrace. A great pass to set it up. And then the quick stick. And the Lakers lead for the first time in this game. It's the give and go as Reza Terrace threw it down, takes the pass back. Simpson gets the ball off the face-off, hands it to Bell, who gets it over to Cody Jamieson, and the Chiefs will try to recover. Boy, Six Nations has led, or we've been tied this whole way. Six Nations is leading most of the game. There's Thompson. That's an arm save by Buchan, and that's a big one. As again, Thompson with 4 goals in this game. He's been huge. Nice play to get out of the corner. That was Matt Gilray. I want to give him credit as he made the bounce pass ahead, and the Lakers clear the zone. There's Evans behind the net. Matisse cuts through. Everyone's cutting through, but the Chiefs are doing a great job of picking up the Lakers cutters. Then Hogarth gets an open lane. Takes a shot, and he is stopped by his Haudenosaunee Nationals teammate Doug Jamieson. They are 2 key young players for that club. The 2024 World Championships coming up, and obviously a couple of years from now. That shot by Leclerc well wide. They get it back though, and Von Harris rips that one's wide. Stotts, that one was affected by Pace, who got a bit of the stick. Didn't touch the ball though, so it would have been over and back. And 30 will expire, and Matisse, out there for defensive shift, will lob it ahead. We'll go strong left, Lakers. Actually, no, they are going strong right. It's got the other righties all out there. Turner Evans. Rips one, saved by Jamieson. Nice hustle by Turner Evans to get on Bomberry, but what a great job by Bomberry to catch that pass, protect his stick in the ball, and get a shot off. The Bucker was equal to the task. Dueling Dougs in the pipes here. Doug Jamieson for the Chiefs, Doug Buchan for the Lakers. Matthews over there wearing the bright green gloves now. He always switches up the gloves as they get soaked through the course of a game. Katoni, you could see he had a spot he wanted to get to and shoot. The shot clock was running down. He got it off, but Jamieson with the save and a nice little sidearm bounce pass with the big wooden stick over to Kellen Leclerc. Here's Austin Stotts. Gilray on him, turns him aside. Stotts will whip it over to Lyle Thompson. Randy Stotts takes it. Tutton on him. Nice job by Tutton. The big pick from Thompson. The shot stopped by Buchan, who's kind of spinning. Looked a little lost for a moment. Tutton picks up the loose ball along the boards. Pressure from Thompson. They get the pass ahead to Holden Katoni, first man off the bench, but it kind of got away from him. We had to track it down. There's no transition opportunity. Joe Rezateras tries to get it to Matisse. He will pick it up off the backboards. They've got 6 to shoot. They'll try a little spinning reverse whip. That missed. Now Rezateras has it. He's behind the net, and he's just going to drop it in the corner as the 30 expires. Ty Logan comes forward. Cody Jamieson takes his time, gives it off to Austin Stotts. 16 on the shot clock. Leclerc runs into some space, just getting a bit of it with the arm was Buchan. He'd gone to his knees, just left the arm out there, and that was enough. Here's Jamieson on his offside. That one's stopped by Buchan. He holds on this time under the chin, and we'll just drop it there for Mitch Ogilvie. Long pass. Not sure that was a great idea. There wasn't a lot of benefit compared to the risk. But, oh, look at that. The hustle by Tate Katoni, and that's going to be a penalty. Nope. Sorry, I thought the check from behind would draw a call. It did not. Kellen Leclerc is in there. He hooks Tate Katoni down to the floor, and Mark Matthews comes off the bench, says, give me the ball, and now still no penalty as Katoni's knocked out again. He's fighting through with Shane Simpson, and the 30 will expire. And what a shift for Tate Katoni with a lot of effort and enduring a lot of physical attention. Down at the other end, the Lakers start off reciprocating by having Ian Lord chop away at Lyle Thompson as he runs into the offensive zone. There's Thompson with the ball. Tutton on him, Lord there to help.
So tonight's 50-50 draw are Michael Banks and
Thompson with the spin shoots, stopped by Buchan, and he will freeze in place, make sure the ball is there and safe. And Gilray is saying, we don't know where it is. Wait for the play, it's blown down, Gilray will come ahead. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the third in a thrilling Game 6 of the MSL Finals. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us here for this MSL playoff production. Big pick, but Bell just pops back up. They're letting pretty physical, pretty aggressive picks go at this point, so expect to see more of that as each team tries to open up some space. Saw a couple of moving picks called earlier, but I think they've been pretty consistent since then. They're letting them get away with a fairly robust picking game. Jamison, Sweeting switching it onto him. Von Harris. Oh, Schul falls down, but the save off the shoulder, I believe, of Buchan. Schul comes away with it. Took him 3 tries, but he did grab the ball. Runs into space. He'll leave it there for Matthews. 11 minutes to go in the third. Sean Evans going one-on-one with Cullen LeClaire. Shoots. Nice leg save by Doug Jamison. Here's Lightning Joey Capito on the run. He's got Stotts coming off the bench. Finds him. Great pass. Great finish. Austin Stotts fakes far side. Goes near side. Penalty coming to Stotts, I think. Is it Stotts? The goal's going to count anyway, regardless who the penalty's on, because it was in before there was contact with the goaltender. So the goal will be good. It will be 8-8. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is on Austin Stotts. Now, he is indicating good goal. It has not gone up on the board. I think it's a good goal because it's in, and then Stotts runs in. That's a pretty good call. He ran into Buchan, but the ball was in first. They're having a discussion. It hasn't gone up. Lakers fans are saying no goal, but Buchan got some of it. But no, that ball's in before there's any contact. There's no question. Sorry we don't have replays for you. There is one up on the board. I can only see the bottom band, the very bottom bit of the big screen over center. It does go up, so it is 8-8. Austin Stotts tying it up. The shots on goal, 58-41 in favor of Six Nations. Lakers go to the power play. Oh, what a rip. Joey Resetarits is heating up. He buries that one near side pass. Jamison again, just from that shooter spot, a bit of space, takes the pass and just rifles it home. That is what Resetarits does so well. And he puts the Lakers back up on top, 9-8. With his 4th of the game. 10:30 to go here in the third. The Lakers hoping that means 10.5 minutes left to go in the MSL season, and then they would be the hosts of the Mann Cup with the Langley Thunder coming in starting September 9th, going the Friday, Saturday, the Sunday off, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, and then Friday, Saturday. Again, the first 4 games played, the last 3 if necessary. Oh, what a move by Lyle Thompson. Spinning past Chad Tutton, his former teammate in Georgia. But the save by Doug Buchan. If the Lakers win tonight, the league championship trophy will be presented. Well, it will be announced that they have the trophy. I don't think they'll touch the league championship trophy. There's a save off Matthews from Jamison. And yeah, they're going to blow play down as Jamison took that one high and has to adjust his helmet. We'd also have the Johnny Shooter Davis Award presented. That goes to the MVP of the MSL playoffs. MSL finals. I would have to think leading candidates. If it ends tonight, it's going to a Lakers. So we're not going to talk about Chiefs right now. We'll talk about Chiefs candidates in Game 7 if there is one. But if it's presented tonight, I would have to think Doug Buchan a leading candidate. Maybe Thomas Hogarth. And if you're going recency bias and a solid playoffs, Joe Resetarits is maybe shooting his way into that conversation. Thompson fighting through checks. There's Austin Stotts. Okay, we'll mention one, Chief, and it'd be Austin Stotts, maybe the guy, if they're going to come back, win this game, and win Game 7. That one stopped by Buchan. Durston's thought about the shot, but then I think he saw Buchan was in position. Game 7 would be Tuesday night down in Six Nations. Pretty sure I'd be making the trip down there. That Game 7 of the MSL Finals is like nothing else in this sport. Chiefs get possession on a loose ball foul. Fans don't like it. Oh, and the Lakers a little slow to prepare, but Sweeting raced down onto Jameson at the last moment and got a bit of that shot. Didn't get onto the net, so they're down to 16 on the shot clock. Fennell backing in, behind the back pass, doesn't get to anybody. Sam LeClaire takes off the boards. 8 left to shoot. Backdoor attempt. What a save by Buchan. Again, quick post to post. Jameson's shot. And now, Buchan's getting the attention of the officials. He needs to fix his helmet. The little strap is loose. And the Lakers, it's a bit of a break for them as they will change out their entire 5-man defensive unit. Get some fresh legs out there. Thornbert, Lord, Tutton, Hope, and Gilray. I think that's really a key unit to them. And the Lakers yelling for too many men. You can't have an illegal substitution of too many men at the start of the play. When play is blown in by the refs, they're supposed to make sure the right numbers are on the floor. So that's a good non-call. There's a chance for Stotts. He's pushed down by Tutton. Chiefs wanted a loose ball foul, and he may have had a point there. Oh, and Tutton's making diving motions to Randy Stotts, which might not be considered in the best sportsmanship, and you do not want to take an unsportsmanlike penalty at this point in the game for something like that. Just go to the bench. I get it. You're fired up. Heat of the moment. Shot by Turner Evans. Stopped by Jameson. No problem. Looks over to Ty Logan. Nice pass ahead to Eric Fennell. Turner Evans was out there on the defensive shift when they called him. They said, you got time, get over here, get over here. 5 defenders out there for Peterborough. Shot by Austin Stotts is wide. That'll be an over and back Lakers possession. Sean Evans was on the bench, reached out behind Holden Katoni to pick up that ball while he was still on the bench and then walked out to start play with it. Lakers just getting their 5 attackers out there. They've got 18 on the shot clock. Katoni down to Evans. Tyson Bell watching him. Hogarth is on the top. Sets a little pick. Evans swim. Nice defense by Bell. That's a great defensive shift by Tyson Bell. Fresh 30 coming. That's a bump on the back by Katoni. There's no call as he knocked Liam LeClaire down. Again, we saw the exact same thing at the other end. It's being called consistently. Definitely the way the game's being called has changed a bit since early in the game, but it's going the same both ways. People right in front of me thinking that was a hold on Liam LeClaire, and you might have a point there too. Here's Matthews. 6 for the Lakers to shoot. Behind the back, gets to Hogarth. He scored a miracle goal earlier. Almost another one. A great one-handed reverse whip shot from traffic that went just off the foot of Doug Jameson and trickled wide of the net. That one's picked off by Pace. He's gone. Chasing him is Fennell. Great hustle by Fennell. It's off the crossbar. Oh, what a save, Jameson, on the putback attempt by Eric Schul. Jameson was down on his knees. Looked like he was down and out, but what a save by Doug Jameson. A potential, there's just under 6 minutes, 5:45 to go. I wouldn't say it's a series-saving save at this point, but it gets tougher and tougher as we get later in the game. If you're the Chiefs and you let the Lakers get further ahead. Huge saves by Jameson. Sidearm rip by Stotts. That was stopped by Buchan. Durston has some trouble picking up, and it's still loose. Now he's got it. Out to Austin Stotts. Lyle Thompson wants it, gets it. Hope wraps him up. Hope knocked over by Stotts. Again, the hard picks are being allowed. Oh, great effort by Thompson to get it back. So it looked like Gilray was going to take off with that ball, and Thompson knocked it loose. Fresh 30 for the Chiefs. Good hard forecheck. Jameson, the switch, steps into space. Nice D by Gilray, and then he just puts his hand up, and that one is beside Buchan. Didn't see where it went. Great outlet pass by Bryce Sweeting. He was thought of as a stay-at-home defender, and it's largely his role, but man, does he have good. Made the great pass ahead to Turner Evans, who gave it to Matthews, and here's Sean Evans. Gets a little pick from Reza Terrence. He's your hot shooter, but Matthews, well, that one's picked off by Matisse. May have been intended for Reza Terrence. Evans has it, 5 seconds, 4. Not much there. He's going to just try and get a reset, but Jameson makes the stop, and it sits right in front of him. He's out of his crease, so no 4-second count, but they've only got 1 to get across center. They just make it on the pass. It didn't get to Jamison in time, but it did get across center, and that's the key. The Lakers with the last two goals in this game to come back from an 8-7 deficit. Go ahead, 9-8. Or sorry, no, Austin Stotts tied it at 8, and then the Resetarits goal made it 9-8. Here's Jamison driving to the net. He misses on the shot. Big bump from Ian Lord. Good, solid defense. 9-8 the score, 3:58 to play. This is what we have come to see and love from the Lakers-Chiefs finals over the years. 7 of the last 9 MSL finals now have been between these two teams. Six Nations beat Brooklyn in one of the others, and Peterborough beat Oakville in the other. Other than that, it's been 7 matches between these two. They've each won 3 in that time. No, sorry, the Lakers have won 4. Because the Lakers have won the last. Oh no, they beat. Might have to go back and double check. And that one, there's a stick went to the head of Durston, and still no call. 3:23 to go. I'm not going and looking up the last few series because I want to stay focused right here. Lyle Thompson with a big pick from Stotts. Fights through. Oh, great trail check by Sweeting, who's having a dynamic game. They're going to call back in on Mitch Ogilvie, who will just hand it to Von Harris. Fresh 30 for the Chiefs. It's a 1-goal game. Chiefs with possession and need to get that goal even at Paul Dawson. Isolated on Stotts. Pretty solid check. Stotts still fought through and got the shot off. And then Lyle Thompson, another great forecheck to create another fresh 30 for the Chiefs. Oh, feeds it through. Great play by Thompson. But Von Harris was stoned by Doug Buchan. Lob, pass ahead. Finds Katoni off the bench. And the Lakers withstand a very challenging offensive set from the Chiefs to maintain their 9-8 lead with 2:30 to go here in the third period. Evans, watched by Kellen LeClaire. Little pick from Hogarth. Evans shoots off hand balance. What a shot! Sean Evans! He's done it so many times from his offside. He goes back to the off post. Gets Jamison moving with him. Back against the grain. Pings it in off the post. Huge goal for the Peterborough Lakers. 10-8. They go ahead with 2:23 to go here in the third period. Could that be the goal that seals for them a trip to the Mann Cup and the chance to four-peat? The only team in the box history of the Mann Cup to do that, or the last team, was Peterborough back in 51-54. The Trailermen and then Timberman. The Lakers would love to get a chance to repeat that. It is far from clinched, though. 2:14 to go. Tyson Bell will leave it there for Cody Jamison. As I said earlier, anytime you have Cody Jamison on your team, you have a chance. Pace on him. Big battle out front between Lord and Fennell. Jamison steps across the top. He's so dangerous there. Big hit from Tutton. Throws him off balance. The ball pops over to the corners, and it's Lyle Thompson once again. Jamison throws a punch at Lord, gets a stick up, and I think we're going to have a timeout to Six Nations. Lord and Jamison battling a physical duel in front of the net. 1:46 to play. 10-8 for the Lakers over the Chiefs. 69-50 the shots on goal for Six Nations. Doug Buchan has been fantastic. We're having the discussion earlier. Who would be the Johnny Shooter Davis Award winner? It's hard to say it's not Doug Buchan. If the Lakers hold on and win this game, it is far from a certainty. Jamison has gone to the bench, and I would assume with the timeout, they're setting something up for a six-attacker set. Yeah, they are. Randy Stotts, Lyle Thompson, and Von Harris, the righties. Cody Jamison, Eric Fennell, Austin Stotts, as you'd expect, are the lefties. Peterborough sends out Hope, Tutton, Gilray across the top, Dawson, and Sweeting down low. Sweeting may have been the best Lakers defender in this game, although Doug Buchan will probably get Defensive Player of the Game award because he has been great. Jamison drives in, shoots. Save off the foot of Bucket. It's going to get up out of play. It'll be a fresh 30. The Lakers are saying it didn't touch him. Yeah, Brent Cologne indicates it touched his leg. I think he's right, and he's right there to see it. Probably hurt it, in fact. Jamison takes the pass from Thompson. Gilray on him. Fennell had some space, but the Lakers quickly get back on him. Jamison will get it. They pass to the middle. It's knocked away. It's grabbed there by Hope. He lobs it ahead. Gilray trying to race to it, but Lyle Thompson beats him to it. Gets the ball. Jamison came out on the floor. It's okay. They did get somebody to the bench for him. They go back to 6 attackers. A shot by Austin Stotts misses. They've actually got 5. Jamison is standing by the bench. Thompson tries to avoid the over and back. They say it was touched by Peterborough and over and back. Chiefs keep possession. They've got 12 to shoot, and we have 1 minute to play in the third period. Stoss with a shot, big save bucket. Dawson picks it up, runs it, dropped it, races to the corner to get it, and there's a penalty coming. I think it's Austin Stotts behind the play, and he and Sweeting both going. That makes sense. And Bryce Sweeting just kind of shrugs and puts his palms up to his teammates and says, I think even as good as Bryce Sweeting has been tonight, and again, I think he's probably been the Lakers' best defender. He has been fantastic. I would have to say, if you're the Lakers, you're pretty happy about getting Austin Stotts off the floor. So it'll be Lakers possession, 53.7 seconds to go. Jamison, of course, back between the pipes. Capito up forcing. The Lakers happy to let time tick off here. They will be ecstatic if they can kill the 30 and love a shot at the end. Evans shovels a pass across. Nicely caught there by Turner Evans. He's directing traffic with his head. Oh, Katoni couldn't handle it, so he just runs off into the corner. Not sure if he would have shot anyway. 5 on the shot clock. Katoni runs over and back, and then lobs it back into the other corner. It's Chiefs ball anyway. Jamison is the first guy to the bench. Nope, we got beat just barely by Liam LeClaire, but good hustle. 23 seconds. Stotts has it. 6 attackers. Thompson, big swat from Tutton. Jamison has it. Shoots stopped by Bucket. He'll grab it. 12 seconds left. It's knocked loose. Jamison is going after Lord. There's going to be a scrap here. Dawson goes after him. Everybody's jumping in. Jamison was riled up. He and Dawson were going after him. Lord. Lord's helmet is off. There's a white helmet off. There's another red helmet. A bunch of helmets coming off. Big scrum along the boards. Not shocking. It's been an intense, physical series. This, I think, has been the best game in the series. A great, physical, intense battle. And what an effort by the Six Nations Chiefs to come back and fight to try to get back into the series. But with 7 seconds left, they are not going to do it. Lakers will have the ball, and they'll be able to just toss it down the floor if they like. And in the stands, the Lakers fans are already standing, giving their team a standing ovation as they will go to the Mann Cup for the 4th straight year. They won it in 2017. They won it in 2018. They won it in 2019. We haven't had one for 2 years. They will be the host for the Mann Cup here at the Peterborough Memorial Center again, September 9th, 10th, 12th, and 13th. And then, if necessary, the 14th, 16th, and 17th. Langley Thunder coming in. What an offense that club has got. Connor Robinson, Curtis Dixon, Dean Toby, Robert Church. And very considerately, the fans right in front of us are now sitting down, or at least sitting in the back of their seats so we can see what's happening. We're gonna have a face-off at center. No, they're now signaling Lakers possession. Doug Jamison is on the bench. 6 Chiefs are out there. Sean Evans will start with the ball. He'll run back to his own end. There's less than 8 seconds. So he never has to get over center. Takes a swat, shoves it ahead, flicks it up in the air. Time expires. The Lakers are the 2022 MSL champions and will go for the 4-peat of Mann Cup. We'll hang on for a bit and see the presentation. We'll hang on here, I think, for a bit and see the presentation. Again, the trophy will be presented to the Lakers. I'm guessing they will not touch it. And then the Johnny Sugar Davis Award will be presented. I'm going to go on a limb and say Doug Buchan. Could be Thomas Hogarth. The Lakers coaches go to celebrate with their players. The healthy scratches tonight and the injured players coming in. Blake Giffen McDonald is excited. There's Corey Vitarelli out with an upper body injury. Mike Poulin, Drew Hutchison, Jordan Sturris. Now the teams will shake hands to wrap up the series. And I'll tell you, we knew going into the final it was going to be a dandy. It was that and more. Again, the last two games were blowouts. We expect one of those each way in a series between these teams. But Game 6, what a final. You can see the respect. It was intense. It was physical. But you can see how these players feel in terms of what respect they have for their opponents. And we are starting to work already, I think, on preparing to bring you streaming of the 2022 Mann Cup. We're going to work on, see what we can do. We're definitely planning to have it, right? Right, Matt? We're definitely planning to stream the Mann Cup. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up for Matt Latour. Thanks to everyone who's made it possible. Thanks to our friends at Your TV Peterborough for providing the main follow camera feed that you've enjoyed watching. Thanks to Daryl Smart for his work making this happen. And Matt Latour, who's put in yeoman service to get things rolling. That's a tough pill to swallow for the Chiefs, who finished in first place in the regular season. Had a pretty challenging series in the first round with a really up-and-coming Coburg Kodiaks club. Lakers took out Brooklyn in the first round. Now they've beaten the Six Nations Chiefs. Chiefs players and coaches going by and shaking hands with the officials, who did a tremendous job tonight in this game. I thought it was the best played game of the series, the best ref game in the series. That is just a great lacrosse game. We are going to be here for the presentation of the trophy. And as I said, the Johnny Shooter Davis Award for MSL Playoffs MVP. I'm going to give the score of the Minto Cup game. So again, if you don't want to hear it, if you're hoping to watch it after and want to be surprised, plug your ears for a few seconds, all right? It is Whitby 8, Edmonton 7. That one is really tightening up. Looks like about 7 minutes to go in the third period. So we get it if you're going to watch that one. You probably got two windows going. Thank you so much for being with us, lacrosse friends. We will be sticking around for the presentations. I'm Stephen Stamp. It has been my absolute pleasure to bring you games 2, 4, and 6 of this series from here at the Peterborough Memorial Center. And I am stoked about this upcoming Mann Cup. I think Langley may be the best team that the WLA has sent to a Mann Cup in a while. They are a powerhouse offensively. Unfortunately, Acting Commissioner Lynn Withers unable to be here tonight, so Bill Joyner will step in to her stead. Joyner asking for the captain, Robert Hope, and the alternate captains to go and join him at center floor. So far, Hope's on his own. Who are the alternates? Sean Evans is one. I'm trying to think who the other alternate captain is. Nobody's going. Cody Jamieson now being called up. They want the captain of the Chiefs first.
Congratulations, Cody. Great series.
We're going to give Cody Jamieson a silver medal. He very graciously takes the medal, shakes hands with John Gialto and Len Powers and Bill Joyner from the Lakers executive and then takes the bag of medals back to his teammates. Obviously not too excited about them. He'll drop his in there with them. Robert Hope goes up. We'll shake hands. And as we suspected, not picking up the trophy. Now we will have the presentation. Hey, there's Johnny Shooter Davis, who has moved back to Peterborough in the last few years. Great to have Shooter back in town. I hope we'll come and take the bag of gold medals.
Now the most valuable player of the series. John Shooter Davis Trophy.
And Shooter Davis will present it. One of the all-time great players to ever grace a lacrosse floor. And you know what? He can still shoot. Doug Buchan, the MVP. Buchan, who was signed a few years ago, kind of an emergency situation with the Lakers goalies at the time, their two key players. I think it was actually Poulin and Vince at that time. Not available. They signed him. He came in, did a great job, and has stuck with the team, has played some big minutes, and now he has played huge minutes in the MSL Finals, and he has won the Shooter Davis Trophy. Big thumbs up from Johnny Davis himself. Doug Buchan, can get some pictures taken. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Lakers. Outstanding effort, Six Nations Chiefs. Lots of respect for that club, and good job by the Lakers to move on to the Mann Cup. They will go for the four-peat again. September 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th are the dates. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. We will see you September 9th. Have a great night.